Hello, this is Pygon MC, and welcome back to the RuneGlade server. Thought I'd start off on top of my little spawn shop. Somewhere different than starting off at base. Get back to normal view. Yeah, unfortunately been a little lack of videos this week. Well, on my last episode, I got out on Tuesday, I think it was. And I'd recorded bits of it on Sunday and Monday. It's just been a little bit of a busy week for me. Not jam-packed, but when you got little jobs to do, or you get back late, or you just don't have the energy. I've been coming onto the server still. I've got quite a bit done. Just not always, sometimes is not maybe in the mood for recording as such. Just want to grind away and get some work done. One of the biggest problems I've had, and it's probably been the longest time I've been spent in creative for quite some while. I don't know if it's that redstone has changed that much since I last did it, or whether it's just 1.8. But I've been having a nightmare of getting a nice way to get the villagers from downstairs up. I decided to keep the villagers downstairs. I'll go down. Oh. As, you heard one zombie there in a cave, but the zombies on the surface don't track these villagers, which I'm quite happy about. I don't want the zombies piling up at the shop, so I've kept it like that, but I then need a good way to get them up, and a good way perhaps to send them back down again. So I've taken a few villagers out of here to test the system. Unfortunately, I have lost 4 due to the entity glitching bug, where they've glitched through the floor straight into the void. But yeah, I've kept them as backup. Can I... So what... Here you go. So what we have here, this is the first thing. This goes up to a button upstairs that I'll show you later. And this is to transfer a signal down. So there's a piston, 11 slime blocks, a redstone, and then a block and the redstone dusting pot on top. So that triggers all the way down and triggers this mechanism to open these 2 doors together to let a villager through. This originally was too high, and that would cause the glitch where they would just, they'd glitch through the floor straight into the void, never to be seen again. God rest their souls. They're making it 3 high, means that doesn't happen. But then I had to do different gates. While this looks an easy setup, it wasn't as easy as what it should have been, because I'm sure there's some 1.8 redstone bugs that stuff doesn't work like it's supposed to work, and it got a little bit infuriating. Anyway, so when I press a button upstairs, this comes down, activates. These open for, is it 2 ticks? It's the least amount of time they can possibly open for. Then that lets a villager through. What happens is, this villager is already through, and he's swimming, but there's an air block, and he'll just stay there. This will push him out, then he'll go to the surface, and he'll stay there. And there is, at the back, over there, a drop chute. Right. Let's get back up. I've just been closing these up. I very much doubt a zombie could ever make its way down. But just in case it comes into the shop, comes into the ladders, it's sod's law that if I don't cover it up, something's going to get in somehow. Yeah, I've spent so much time in creative. I was trying to do it on the surface, on here. Just easy enough, some gates, a bit of redstone, and it got infuriating. Anyway, so the villager comes up here. This is... I don't want to press it. This is at the top of that stack. and transfers the signal down. What I maybe should have said is you can see the slime blocks and the redstone block, and rather than that redstone block powering, say, that block direct or directly onto the piston, if you do that you can bud the pistons and then it never retracts. So you use that dust to make sure that it can never bud, and it also cuts down on the amount of slime blocks you need. So that works well. So I press this button. It takes unfortunately about a minute, but it's how often I'm going to be bringing villagers up. He waits over there. This is the bit that was relatively, I shouldn't say easy to do. I don't want to say easy because when I press this button, watch, it won't work. If I press it, oi! It was easy enough. The timings on single player are slightly different to the timings on a multiplayer server to get the gate to open just at the right time to let them through. So anyway, so potential client, I don't know, Harume wants a villager, but maybe not a weaponsmith. Okay? So we open them to let him back down, and he lands back on the slime. And this is the drop chute, as you can see. And there is, you can't really, you can see there the water right at the very bottom. He survived. He'll go back into the system. And they're queued up. Don't know that tunnel downstairs over here. I don't know if I heard a zombie there. No. He'll go back into the system. And then another villager will be at the front. So I'm going to have these buttons upstairs. Oh, I've got a... Oh, if you can see, this is what retracts it away. The furnaces, so the slime block doesn't stick to it. And then 2 pistons that retract this way. Actually, let's do what was a simple way to wire this up. Let's do the random clip. Trying to work the redstone out on the villager return. And this will more than likely be a random clip somewhere. It's redstone knowledge is sometimes not the best. Do you know what you think? This must be a bug. Right, so this is the villager will come down, and this is, if I just put them back, this is a little bounce pad that will send the villagers up once they get here. And then this is going to be wired up to a villager return. So when if we get the villager we don't want, we drop them back down, and this will be a shaft going back down to the holding tank, right? So a torch, it's what I've been using, a torch, something to test stuff out. Yeah. Moves them both across, takes them back. Now, I want to do the same. I've got a switch under here that I'm going to run over. Do it with a torch. Right? Knock out the torch. And it leaves the slime block behind. Now surely that's not right. I don't see what difference it is to having the torch there and pulling them both back. I've tried it with repeaters. Just put a bit of distance in. Redstone torch. Both across. Knock it out. And it leaves the slime block. Anyway. Going to be a random redstone clip problem in the middle of the video. Right, so as you can see, before I just wiring up as normal, and it wouldn't remove the slime block. Pretty stupid. Yeah, it could be my own fault. Maybe something's the way that works. I don't know. It felt like it should have worked properly, and it wasn't. Unless it's one of the north-south rules. But it feels quite a while in Minecraft that you've had to abide by the north-south rule thingamajiggy. Yeah. Anyway. So when I flick this lever, if I flick it back, that now puts the slime blocks blast in place, and that's it. So then if we want to do it again, we press this button, village comes up, etc, etc. So I've still got to, I am going to tidy up out here and get another, I'd like a single button to request the villager from downstairs up, and then to put the villager there. And at the moment, it'll be done another day. It works. Anyone wants a villager, I can get one up. To get them out, my plan would be just to, you know, dodgy ghetto style, rails down here, minecart, push the village around, get them in the minecart, and then, as the same again, if I wanted one, we just run the minecarts over, and that's it. So what we do have on the server, well not what we do have, was a little bit late to get it onto our, well, my last video, is we have a new server member, Nerdrock. I'll put his link in the description below here. I actually had his link in the last video. It was, I'd already recorded everything and got it rendered out when he joined the server, even though I think he's been on about a week now. His house, it's as far as I'm going to get. It's over there. If you want to see any more, you'll have to go and watch his videos. I've been watching a bit of his salt he's been doing, essentially being a pirate. Looks rather good actually. Anyway, I'd recommend to go and check him out. Other work I've been doing is back at home, trying to tidy things up. Right, see you in a few seconds. Right, back at the base. Down here was, and Bob survived. Was it Bob? I'm sure it was Bob I called you. Well, you can be Bob from now on. He survived multiple nights. The zombies seem to travel in from the village, in from like the desert. They get into the water, then the AI just seems to not work after that. And that's it. Oh, and you can see that. I think I'm going to call it the layer cake. As I don't know why it reminds me of like layers in a cake. Or I don't know, the biscuit tin. I think I'm going to go for layer cake. This is what I've been busy with. A surprising... I'd maybe forgotten how much of a grind it is to get all the clay and the dirt for each floor. As there's a lot more clay there than what it looks like there is. For each level, there's about 8 stacks, 9 stacks of that particular colour. Anyway, this is going to be for my animals, as what I've had down here is getting on my nerves a little bit. It's not something really great recording, it's just something you got to get on with. I've gone for basic design, but trying to colour coordinate kind of thingy. So the brown for cows, this is the white stained clay for sheep, the yellow for chickens, just because of, on the chickens they've got like those yellow bits. I needed one colour to choose. The hardened clay, like uncoloured, will be for pigs. And then the red one, I don't know yet. I'd be tempted on the red one for horses, but only if there'd be a good way I could easily get them in and out, like using a horse elevator with slime blocks. Don't know, I might have to have a look on the YouTubes. I do believe Doc M and I believe Etho both have different designs for horse elevators, but don't know at the moment. Each floor has the pumpkins, as the grass with the pumpkins in, that have been all around with F3 looking for the block light, so hopefully nothing should spawn. I've just kind of just recently finished this one. Each floor has different coloured fences, trying to match in. Well, on this level, I was only kind of left with the dark oak fence left to use. So that's acacia, oak, birch, and spruce. Listen, I think that's going to be it for this episode. It's a little bit short. It's just getting this grinding in. Unfortunately, this week I haven't had very much time. Yeah, well, 2-3 hours a day to get on. But yeah, hopefully this week be able to get a few more recorded, get a little bit more done here and there, and get a bit more few videos done. I'm also looking to play another game as well. It's something I've had in my Steam library for a little bit now, and I've just upgraded some bits of my computer, so hopefully I should be able to play it and record it. I've played just a little bit, and and I tried to record it and it didn't work very well. I've just upgraded some bits of my computer today, so hopefully I should be able to record it. And I'm going to see how it goes, and hopefully you will see it on the channel. So please leave a comment, like and subscribe if you want to. And I will see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye.